Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, across our beloved Kyber Empire. You're watching the one and only Arnold Holonet News, the only news you'll ever need, because you have no other choice. And we got some massive news today for Marvel Snap, straight from our video gaming division. We got a huge update in regards to the next series drop, and my gosh, I am stoked to see more people get their hands on cards like, no, I'm talking Knull, Silver Surfer, already coming down out of Series 5. Many more. I can't express how I'm happy. It looks like it's going to be a monthly thing with these series drops on some very serious cards, helping become more obtainable for a lot of these different cards that drive people up the wall that they can't get. Compared to a lot of, let me start with this. Compared to a lot of other mobile games that I played, the release schedule for this game is absolutely amazing in the best way possible. I play a lot of other games, or for example, this character from a Star Wars game I play. This character was released in 2020, and still to this day, if you want to get this character, it takes over a year to get this character for free. And many other characters take multiple months to get, years perhaps. With this game, seeing the series drop, especially this early on, it looks like they, Series 5 exclusive for Silver Surfer for a month, and then it drops down to Series 4 next month and Series 3 next. There's not a lot of free-to-play schedules like that in a lot of mobile games. So I just want to emphasize, I know it's a little frustrating not getting all the cards you want right away with those Series 4 and Series 5, but they're coming down very quickly for accessibility compared to a lot of other mobile games. Remember, it's a mobile game. It's a free-to-play mobile game. They got to make money somewhere, so they try to get people when they want that 1-2 month exclusivity. I'm a big fan that these are coming out straight off the press. Series 4, Series 3 drop. We're having Helicarrier come down to Series 3. We're seeing a little bit of action with Helicarrier with discard decks nowadays. I don't have Helicarrier. I think it'd be a little bit fun if I had a discard deck with Helicarrier. Agent Coulson, I did pull Agent Coulson from a reserve. It got a little bit of action with Zabu before the nerf and all that. I never got to use it too much. Maria Hill also coming down. I do not have Maria Hill as well, but really, truly, what gets me excited are the Series 5 cards. Silver Surfer, maybe not as bonkers as when they first came out the season pass and before the nerf and all that. Still a decent card. Already coming down to Series 4, so I suspect come, late March, early April, Silver Surfer is going to be a Series 3 card and even easier to obtain. Darkhawk was a huge deal with Zabu before Zabu got nerfed. I still see people run Darkhawk a little bit. I almost got this card. I'm glad I didn't. Especially since I didn't have the right cards during the Zabu season. Didn't really make sense to get Darkhawk, and now Zabu's a little nerfed. Not that you can't pull it up. I don't think it's worth the collector token. 6,000 collector tokens, and especially now, it's coming down to Series 3 soon. By far the card I'm really excited for people to get their hands on. No, I truly believe Knull is one of the best Series 5 cards in the game at this very moment. Makes the game so much easier if you're playing Galactus, Destroy decks of some sort, Artem Zola. By far one of the most fun cards. It makes me ecstatic seeing that's coming down to Series 4, and I can only wait when it comes down to Series where even more people can get a hold of it. My suspicion is if there are some Galactus players or Destroy decks, we're going to see a lot more action in the meta when it comes to this. We're starting to see people who do have known Galactus, they're dominating the meta as it stands. Sentry coming down. I'll be honest, I didn't really see much of Sentry. It seems kind of nice, 4 cost, 8 power, that's kind of a lot, but then you got to put a -8 power on the other side. I'm not too ecstatic about it, but who knows? Maybe with more accessibility, more people can get their hands on these cards, and maybe we'll theory craft and find ways for them to be more enjoyable, more usable. But as it stands, really the biggest takeaways are Silver Surfer, Darkhawk, Knull coming down. Series 4, seriously, nothing as crazy as when we had She-Hulk come down and all those other fun cards. So amazing news right here. But I want to talk about a few other things because there's been a lot of discussion in the community about collector tokens and card accessibility. I think there's a lot of valid points. I want to start off with this. I'm a multi-infinite person myself, and it's really just the bragging rights, like just to show you're a good player, you know what you're doing. But otherwise, there's not a lot of incentive. It's a lot of time at times to make your climb up to infinite, and really just getting an exclusive card back is it's cool, but I don't know if it's really that enticing. Of course, there's that gold. Once you get up to, I believe, 90, that's kind of nice. But once you get a little bit beyond that, it's like, is it worth really all the headache? I think this is a fantastic suggestion from WJBs. There should be, at the end of a season or a season pass, or maybe when you're infinite or a certain rank, collector tokens. One of the biggest pain points is people just don't feel like they can get access to these cards. And as I said, this game is far better than a lot of other games I've played, but I don't want to bring in the poor economy system of other games and my mentality towards them into this game. But it's, again, it would help a lot if people can get collector tokens, whether at a certain rank, end of season rewards, season pass rewards. I think this is a very great suggestion. 500 collect tokens isn't going to break the bank. It's not enough to even, get a Series 3 card. You need 1,000 tokens at the minimum, but that would go to this and just a little bit more in this economy. Again, I think they're killing it with these series drops. But anytime I make a video, whether I'm reviewing a card that people don't have, they do have, it's like, it's a little sad when people say, oh, I'm never going to get this card. Well, we're seeing that you will get the card in a couple months, and it should be a little bit more attainable. So let's keep moving on. There's another great suggestion here. I got to talk about this. This is a post from Expensive Pastries. Can they please release cards in different series every month? Again, I get it. What they're trying to do, again, it's a free-to-play game. They need to make money. A game just can't run if no one's spending money. So that's why they're trying to get those whales to spend a few bucks. They just get a few months of exclusivity, 1-2 months potentially at most. Series 5, Series 4, Series 5, 1 month, Series 4 the next month, and Series 3, it's kind of open range at that point. It would be nice, though, if they would just release a few Series 3, Series 4. Like, Ghost is cool. Actually, fun fact, Ghost showed up in my store. But I don't want to spend 6,000 tokens for Ghost. Maybe if it was 3,000, okay, I considered getting it right away. Not every card needs or deserves to be this expensive. 6,000 collect tokens. And so far, we got Shadow King Ghost that came out this season. It's, I do agree with this, that it would be great if maybe they made Ghost a Series 3 release or something of that sort. And then maybe you can't get it in reserve. If they really want to try to make it exclusive, you put it in the collector shop only. I think this is a great post as well. Maybe mixing it up. Again, I'm not naive. I understand how the mobile gaming industry works. They got to make money somewhere, but it would be nice, though, if they kind of mix it up a little bit. They said Ghost is Series 3, Stature is Series 4, King and Modak Series 5, right? That sounds reasonable. It's impossible to get excited for a card release when we know we don't get the play card with the card for months. Again, it's not that many months compared to other mobile game when they release their schedule in terms of make it something a bit more free to play accessible. It's still going to be a few months, but it's not like a year or 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 months, whatever it is. We only get enough tokens for one Series 5 a month. So even if you do this way, the model would set up so that we still wouldn't obtain all the cards before the next season. So again, I think one thing that's really interesting about Marvel Snap, it brought a lot of non-mobile game players to a lot of people's first mobile game, so they don't understand how the mobile gaming industry works. But even if that's the case, these are still very valid points. Maybe try to mix things up a little bit. Not everything needs to be a Series 5 release. It is hard to get excited about some cards. And even not me, even though I have the collect tokens, like, that's a little much. Ghost seems cool, but not 6,000 collector tokens cool. And this is interesting. We're getting a lot of matchmaking conversations going on right now. MMR. Again, people are a little confused. They think collection score is, your collection level is what matchmaking is based off. It's not actually. It's just like how many matches you win, how many matches you lose. And this is a great post by Carpe Diem. Missing cards isn't why you're having a hard time. It's mostly because of this. Matchmaking sucks. I know many are convinced with the following type of thinking similar to this. I just got wrecked by a guy who had his X series 4 or 5, blah, 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 blah. If only I had access to that card, I'd be doing so much better. I'm constantly tilting, and it's because I don't have the broken cards in series pull 4 and pull 5. I agree with this person where they're saying, I'm telling you that it's not this. It's what they're saying is a card that may help your deck, but the problem is the cards you don't have are not determinative of your outcome of your games. If you're a good player, you can make even the most accessible decks work. The problem is, are you being matched with really good people or people that might not be all that great? As they say here, I know it's MMR that determines who you match, but the current system is broken. Yes, there's a lot of problem with bots where people just to get matched with bots, whether they have a super high, you might have a mega high ranking. Some people are in like the 300s or whatever. They get matched with bots because there's no one with an MMR as similar as them. Then you have people that have really bad MMRs and they get matched with really bad players. So what they're saying is a better alternative would be to get paired with people from a wider collection level pool bracket, but within the same rank bracket. I think this is a great idea. For example, a player with a collection level of 1200 and a rank of 75 can only be paired with those from a collection level of 800, 1800 and a rank of level 70 to 79. So I'm going to pause here. I think the only issue is here. It might be hard. I don't know the numbers to get people that very narrow of a pool from a certain pool, a collection level and a certain rank level. It might be hard to get a good chunk of people to match up with. I think the best way to do it is just rank. If you're rank 80, you should be matched with other people that are rank 80. If you're rank 100, you should be matched with people that are only rank 100. I don't know what's holding them back from this type of model. I think it should be rank-based matchmaking, not MMR-based matchmaking. and something like this would be much better than the current system and would add more variety. Collection level doesn't determine skill level 100%, and I know rank doesn't fully either, but rank definitely is a better determining factor of a person's skill level than collection level. They should have a floor in rank every 10 or so, 20 or 10 or 20 levels where you don't drop in rank, just like when you hit infinite. Yeah, it is a very painful experience when you can drop from 90 to 80 or whatever it is. Trust me, been there, done that when I first started. I remember when I first started playing the game, I was like, oh man, I can maybe hit infinite the first season when I was like coming in a little early, a little late into the game. And it was so demoralizing when I would make up to like 89 and 9 out of 10 to hit the 90, and then I'd fall back down to 80. So I get the pain. I get the struggle. I think these are very valid suggestions in terms of making the card economy a little bit better, getting more collector tokens, and ultimately the matchmaking system kind of all funnels into the core problems. Again, for the game that it is, yeah, every game's gonna have its problem. By far, these problems are nowhere near as big as others. Very manageable problems I think the developers could handle. And on that note, I got a few funny things I want to show. Again, the Reddit's always on fire for Marvel Snap. Oh gosh, you've all played against one of these people. Freaking A, Scorpion. I don't want to. You got your Iceman, Scorpion, Leech. We've all been there, right? It's the classic combo. Just it knows how to get your buttons pushed. And then I'm still bad about this. I use the Miss Marvel thumbs up still, and I keep forgetting that it's starting to become the FU symbol. I don't know if that's the widely accepted opinion. It seems a lot of people agree that it's really annoying people spam the Miss Marvel thing. I've been trying to program myself to use the fist bump or the Spider-Man emoji. Those seem to be the accepted ones, but it's kind of funny how Miss Marvel and her smug little look is now turning into the middle finger FU symbol. Anyways, I hope this gets you excited about the series drop. Again, I'm excited for people to get access to Knull, Darkhawk, Silver Surfer. I think are banger cards. More accessibility means more people can have fun. It's a pretty good system what they have. Of course, it could use a little bit of tweaking, perhaps, but time will tell what they'll end up doing. But until then, leave that like, comment down below, subscribe so you're not missing a thing, and more importantly, always remember how it's great to be in the Empire today.